stand for what we believe in. Let the people sing.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
They will not break our country's strength. They will not take our nation's freedom. Let the people sing. We will not turn our backs today. We will stand for what we believe in. Let the people sing.
I want to give a shout out to my brother, my shipmate Sling Buzz, for some of the writing and the inspiration behind this song. Hoo-yah! Let's go! I don't know what I've been told. I don't know what I've been told. Forward operating broadcast never folds. Never folds. Veterans standing side by side. Veterans standing side by side. Chaotic stomping with the Navy pride. Chaotic stomping with the Navy pride. March on Monday, stepping strong. March on Monday, stepping strong. Talk about it Tuesday, where we belong. Talk about it Tuesday, where we belong. Wing it Wednesday, make it work. Wing it Wednesday, make it work. Today's the day, Thursday, leave the herd. Today's the day, Thursday, leave the herd. Red Friday, for the ones deployed. Red Friday, for the ones deployed. Feel the silence, feel the void. Feel the silence, feel the void. The uniform is all, but the watch never ends. With a line of defense for our brothers and friends. Standing in the mud, yeah, we hold the damn line. We're walking through the fire, side by side. No one left behind on this stormy ride. From the trenches to the streets, we bleed the same blood. Chaotic stomping, dragging boots through the mud. Shoulder to shoulder, through the grit and the pain, holding the line. To the price that we pay. 22 veterans taking flight every day. 22 names etched deep in the stone. 22 souls feeling lost and alone. The war didn't end when we stepped off the bird. It's the silent tragedy that never gets heard. If you're staring at the steel or the bottom of a glass, reach out to the squad, let the darkness pass. We buried enough kin, we've paid enough dues. It's time to start winning and start refusing to lose. We're walking through the fire, side by side. No one left behind on this stormy ride. From the trenches to the streets, we bleed the same blood. Chaotic stomping, dragging boots through the mud. Shoulder to shoulder, through the grit and the pain, holding the line till the end of the rain. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, Space Force. One fight, one family, one machine. Don't quit, stay in the fight. Operating broadcast never folds. Love y'all. We out. We out.
right, great morning, everybody, and welcome back to the F.O.B, the forward operating broadcast, where we regroup, resupply, and recalibrate every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Eastern, to better equip you to continue your mission, or Charlie Mike. I'm True American Brad Ass. It's my wonderful panel. It is March on Monday, June 22nd. 62 degrees in Illinois. How is everybody this morning?
Good morning, everybody. Morning, F.O.B family. Double A here. Welcome to a brand new week. March on Monday. Whether you drive to work, sipping on your first cup of coffee, or just waking up with the crew, just glad that you're here with join the ranks this morning. Let's get with the show today. Get ready to regroup, resupply, recalibrate. How's everybody doing in the chat this morning?
Yes, sir. Great morning to you, brother. Good to see you. And I apologize. That is 67 in Illinois. I was 5 degrees off.
Oh, man. Well, let me just ruin everybody in the South today. It's 81 degrees, hot and muggy. And, what did I say in Devil's Armpit song? It's hot, it's muggy, it's mean. Welcome to the South.
That's it. Hot, muggy, and mean.
Yeah.
And then we got rain coming again today.
Oh, yeah, I got hit hard yesterday. I was watching Max Velocity and Ryan Hall, and it was just tornadoes left and right, all the way from Illinois all the way to Ohio. Just like every 15 minutes, it's like, here's a tornado. Here's another one. And it's like, not, there's one forming. No, here's a video of me sitting here watching it. Like, I was 4 or 5 miles away. There's a tornado crossing that field.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy yesterday with tornadoes, man.
It was.
I hope everybody's all right and there wasn't too much home damage, Some of those tornadoes, it was inevitable. If they hit something, it was going to cause damage, whether it's land, houses.
Yeah, they dangerous storms for sure.
Oh, yeah. Very.
Let's hop in this chat. Tell everybody good morning. Let's see. Mr.
Good morning,
Traits,
everybody.
Fabulous Mornings. He said episode 150. Let's go. Amen, brother. That's awesome. Wow. 150. Thank y'all for rocking with us this long. We just getting started. We're going to keep going. And keeping you in our thoughts and prayers today, Trace, you and your family.
Yes. Hope everything goes well there. Any procedure, regardless, anything. Always want the best results.
Yes, sir. Hey, don't forget, you can go to Trade's website, use code FABULOUS to get 8% off your order. And speaking of, I've actually got one of his shirts on right now. Salty Soul Syndicate. Shout out Chaotic Traits, one of our own. Great shirt. Good quality. So y'all go check that out. Get your discount. Same thing here, deemfit.co. Use code Brandon Gottschall, 2 T's, 1 L. And get your discount there. One of our own is the brand ambassador for them. So shout out to Brandon for that. Shout out Deem Fit. Hey, great morning, Mayu from the Bayou. Good to see you, brother. How are you?
Morning, brother.
New York Johnny, great morning, brother. Good to see you. How are you? Great, marvelous Monday. Amen.
You survived the mudding event over the weekend. That's a good deal. Hope you had a good time.
Hey, Marcos. Buenos dias. How are you?
Oh, man. He's been up all night. He didn't wake up. He's been up all night. It's too early for you, Marcos.
Yeah. What a great week.
He's 2 hours ahead of us. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I saw that, John. Yeah, appreciate you sharing in the Discord, man. I don't know how many of us got to see it, but yeah, appreciate that. That's another thing, too, that I forget to mention about the Discord is usually if something has someone going on wherever they're at, they hop in and share it with the class, and that's pretty awesome. So good opportunity for those that aren't able to make it to things or be a part of different organizations or events happening.
Or get an idea of something you were wondering about, and they give you some little views of what it's like if you ever want to go check something else, something like that out. or that one in particular.
Get up, put on my prostate, working out. I hope you're having a good. Hey, great morning, Grim Destroyer. How are you? Good to see you.
It's got
Hey, that's awesome, man.
there you go. Yeah, rock on.
Yeah, for sure. That should be encouraging for some people. If that ain't motivation, I don't know what is. Hey, Frank, great morning. Good to see you, brother. How are you? He said, congratulations on episode number 150. Man, I know, right? It's wild. Surviving no injuries. Wish I could say the same for my Jeep, right? I heard about that.
Yeah.
Miss
Yeah.
doing a great show, bro.
And there's the Discord there
Yeah.
for early comers that want to check it out. Maybe want to join in.
There it is. Appreciate that.
Which-
Sarah, great morning. How are you? Good to see you.
For any veterans that join the Discord, which I kind of building it up, but for information for veterans, claims, benefits, or anything new news wise that we don't touch on very strongly on here, but we try to put the links and stuff that we find inside there. So if we do mention it, it's in there for further research, personal research and so on and so forth. And it helps if you know something we don't know, you can put it in there and it'll allow us to be able to further our education as well.
100%.
Touch on that. This morning I did see something with VA loans with if you're going through foreclosure. So they made it where past June 15th, I believe, something where if you're going through foreclosure, that you can get approved somehow for that amount to be paid, and like borrowing the money from goes through whoever you get your mortgage loan through, and then they pay the VA pays them back, and then whenever they resell the house or you refinance the house, then everybody gets paid back, but the VA pays your little chunk so you don't lose your home. So if you're going through foreclosure, that's something new that I know it could have helped out somebody personally a few years ago if they had this in place and he would still have his house. And it was a nice house, nice land. That they're trying to get something like that back again because something like that happened. I'm not going to say who it was, but I do know that what I watched this morning would have definitely let them keep that.
Right.
And I know personally that they didn't want to, but they had to do it the best way they could so they wouldn't lose everything. So they had, and then they got, grace of God, they was able to sell the house, pay off the loan, but then in the process, they had to move out and somebody else got the home. So, which sucks, but they, double-edged sword kind of thing, they were blessed by it not being a big ding on them. But they also had to give away something they really wasn't wanting to.
Right.
So that would
making
definitely
improvements
help out.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Trump signed it in place. I forget when they said he signed it in place earlier this year, but it just went into effect June 15th.
Gotcha.
And then he just at Veterans Info tab. What's up? I'm gonna link it in the Discord with that video here in a little bit. So that's some information I just learned about this morning.
Gotcha. Hey, great morning, Leo. Good to see you. How are you? And I'm in Illinois, if that's what you're talking about. Originally from Louisiana. I'm sure you can hear it in my voice.
Louisiana, that's where I'm from. Born raised, as you can tell by my grammar.
How about you, Leo? Appreciate you being here. Yeah. Hey, we did, Sarah. Yeah, I had a great weekend. Had a full heart with all three of my kids here. What a blessing.
Yeah, Mark was saying it yesterday in the Discord because he wasn't in there whenever at the time, so it was pretty early, like about 5 or 6. And he was asking, he was like, "Was this the first Father's Day at your new home, full time with your boys and everybody?"
Yeah, it was definitely one for the books.
Yeah.
Just because they are living, the boys are living with me now, so
right.
It was definitely different. I had a full heart. They had a full heart. I'm from. Oh. I got you, Trace. Yeah, West Virginia, now Florida. Never heard that one, but that was funny. Definitely needed that one. But yeah, great Father's Day. Hope all other fathers out there, hope y'all had a great Father's Day. Remember what it's about.
I hope everybody had a good one. It was rainy here. So like all Father's Day, it was like a rainy day.
Yeah.
And like I said, in Louisiana, it's kind of common this time of the year. You can't really say it's a gloomy. It's always gloomy this time of the year when it rains in Louisiana, especially when it's 85 degrees when it's raining.
Right.
But I know that hopefully it didn't ruin a lot of barbecues or anything. But most people around here have covered patios and they like adapt to that. So they already know that it's a possibility it's going to rain. So most people have some kind of cover that they get under. And yeah, the tornadoes, Kentucky, boy, that was, if anybody was watching that was crazy. I think, where is it at? How many tornadoes touched down just in yesterday alone? It's Storm Prediction Center received a preliminary total of 37 tornado reports.
Oh wow, that is crazy.
Yeah, that's through the entire day. So it's like I know it started about like a little afternoon, depending on where you were at. See,
Yeah.
Illinois communities noted 23 separate tornado reports just in Illinois alone. And through Illinois and Indiana, 37 tornadoes touched down or reports. I know within an hour, I watched 7 of them form on Max Velocity and Ryan Hall. It was like I wasn't even interested in watching a movie or a show at that time. It was just like, oh wow, it's like watching Twister and somebody's like commentary in it. And
That's wild.
Kansas, oh wow, Kansas had one around 1:14 a.m. EF2. Excuse me, EF2 impact tornado with peak winds of 135 miles an hour.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was stormy everywhere this weekend. Trace sounds like rain all
yeah,
coming
he had it
in.
over there with him. I know he had heavy rains. He had I guess the tropical style of it,
Right.
being down there. once you hit like the coastline of like Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and the Panhandle, and further down there, it's like you're more likely that storm turns into a tropical depression down there, and it's fast moving. Those are fast moving storms.
First day of summer. Is that today?
I think it was earlier this month. I can confirm.
Or are they just talking about
I mean, I know we're right at the beginning of summer. We're not far from the first day, like a couple of weeks, I
well,
think.
probably what they consider summer up there, huh?
Oh yeah, depending on how far north you are. Summer started for us in March.
Yeah, right.
I said down there's a south. That's a
Yeah.
whole different environment. They need to have they need to add like a whole nother separate hemisphere just for this section.
Right.
You got the southern hemisphere, the mid hemisphere, the northern hemisphere.
All right. So Sunday, June 21st.
What is this? Oh, it was yesterday.
Astronomical summer. in the northern hemisphere
Okay.
marks the longest day and shortest night of the year. Okay.
The meteorological, whatever that word is, meteorological. I know I said it wrong, even though I tried to slow it down. Like I said, I'm from Louisiana. That was on Monday, June 1st. That's probably what I heard.
Gotcha. Summer
So
starts in
astronomical
late
summer. The summer solstice was yesterday. So,
Makes sense.
but by meteorologist. See, I could say that meteorologist, but I can't say the other word. I'm not even going to try again. But here we go. 3 months. Oh yeah, June 1st is when that started. Interesting. So summer starts in late February. Yeah, I'd say if you even get anything other than a summer and a like slight spring, do y'all even experience fall? Because those are normally the 3 seasons we experience here: spring, fall, summer. It was like, where'd winter go? Oh, you missed that 2 weeks that it's just drove by and said hi. You know, that
Right.
cold wind that breezed through when it rained, that was winter.
And you got
I,
that wheel?
I was just thinking that. Let me pop it up real quick.
We got hammering with torrential downpours on Thursday afternoon, so hard you could see it, but about 30 yards.
Yeah.
Wow. See, yeah, everywhere had rain this weekend.
Yeah, and it's flash flooding style rains too.
Right.
Okay, I
Very
got the wheel right
interesting.
there.
Very odd. They call that mist. Yeah. All right. Let's see. And it should already be updated, right?
Yeah, I saved it before I closed it out, so it's whatever was
Okay.
left on it from
Perfect.
Friday.
All right. Here we go. You know how we do.
And the first one. Oh,
Nice.
got a piece.
Got it.
Next. Bravo.
Let's go.
All right.
Got it.
Final one. Hold it. Let's see. Oh, it can't be two of mine.
Got a message.
All right.
And mid show.
All right. Gotta land on Colt. Yeah, look, here we go. Bad thing. Oh, it was almost. It was like it was trying to go to Drake's.
Yeah.
Crazy how I
Nice.
called it Colt song though. I was like, it's gotta land on Colt. If it lands on me again, I'm just gonna close and then respin.
The wheels rigged.
Right.
All right, good deal.
Right.
I'll get that made up for us. Oh, who'd we miss? Hey, Grizz, great morning. Good to
Grizzle.
see you. How are you?
Yeah, I miss running through heavy rains and basic training.
Right? Miss running through heavy rain? Is that what you said?
Oh yeah, man. Whenever you're out there in the field and all of a sudden they're just like, all right, everybody. And then you just like, follow me. And you're just running. And all of a sudden you just get hit with from the side with rain going sideways. You're just like, where did that come from?
Right.
Now you just like, for you ask that question while you're running. Why are we running? And all of a sudden you get hit with it. Oh, God answered my question. Because he's like, if his drill sergeant answers it, you're not going to like his answer.
Right.
And it's crazy too, because like field training exercises, like they plan them and you do them regardless, because if certain scenarios you can't replan them in a timely fashion for them to still fit in the schedule because everything's already pre-scheduled.
Right. Makes it kind of hard.
Yeah, it keeps you on your toes too while you're training. It's that hurry up and wait period of it. It makes it interesting because only a select few of them know what's going on, and some of them people like to keep it like it's a secret, like like they're holding some classified information.
Right.
I promise you, if you know classified information in basic training, you probably found out the wrong way. I don't think you get access to anything classified during basic training. At least in the E1 and E2 world anyway.
Right. Been busy. When I was in New York, they called June 25th.
Yeah.
Kentucky. The first day of summer is Memorial Day. Oh, got you. Got you, Kentucky.
Okay.
Hey, that's good, Grizz. Like I say, depression can't hit a moving target, so it's always good to be busy. Always good to stay moving. Yes, sir. You'll get your votes in, guys. Remember, type just the number 1, 2, or a 3 in the chat for whatever song you want to hear right after the prayer, right before the outro. We call it closing time. While y'all are starting to get your votes in, I'll go ahead and run the verse of the day for y'all. John 15:2. He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes so that it will be even more fruitful. Amen.
Sure.
That's a great verse.
No. Ties to gardening. Like if you look at it, like it's the parables and metaphors and everything tie like the way it like in actuality. If you're gardening, if you what they call a lollipop, your plants as they're growing, you cut the top section off, it'll double the stems, and you'll end up getting more branches, which produce more fruit. It also reduces the amount, it pushes the energy that it would be using to grow something out more extensive. Then you have a bunch of them producing more abundant fruit. Because if you just let it grow without, say, tending to it, it grows wild. And then you end up with a big plant, but not a lot of fruit. So you had something that covered a lot of ground, but didn't do a lot of work.
Interesting.
So that's where that verse right there makes me think of. Yeah, because you literally apply that to gardening. That's that trait in the gardening world. If you do that and break it down to metaphor and do that in life, it can you can obtain the same results. Like where you plant your seeds. If you're not planting them on fertile soil, they get washed away, and then you just wasted seeds. So you You got to till the soil, you got to tend to it, you got to make it fertile, and then you plant the seed. You know, you got to do it in stages. The same way with growing. If you watch plants grow, they grow like every day. It might not look like it grew, but man, put a time lapse camera on it for 24 hours and watch it just sit there and dance for the day. You know, it's not the
Yeah.
wind. Well, because it's inside, and I got it inside by a window, and that thing's doing this. You know, but it's like in a time frame, like every, you know, like it for a 24-hour day. It's interesting watching plants grow. Some of them you can sit there long enough and actually watch it move, and you're like, that's weird.
That's
But
weird.
they're alive. They have life in them. You know, they actually have life in them. So it's
Yeah, that's wild for sure.
I like the whole gardening aspect of things in general.
Yeah.
I gotta find more back like friendly ways to do it that ain't so strenuous on your back.
We should set up a camera on a plant, dude, and put it in Discord and let it run all the time. Just let people
Dude,
go
yeah.
check on it.
Do like Tim Cast IRLs instead of his Chicken City. We got the garden one. Just
Yeah.
like, what is this? We're like, oh, and every now and then he goes out there, he cuts a leaf off, he waters it, and then we sit there and watch it grow for another 20 hours.
Just watch it grow. I tell you another interesting thing to be watch on time lapse would be birds making a nest, dude. Because
Oh yeah, dude. National
man,
Geographic stuff like
that's
that. It's awesome.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, speaking of National Geographic, I found this new YouTube channel called Tweaker Geographic, and boy, they really put a twist and spin to the National Geographic look of like, it's like, man, some of the stuff that they commentary on, it's just like, well, that actually ran through my head one time when I was sitting there driving through town, and I looked over and it's like, and today we see them out in the wild. It's look here, you see you see them doing their mating calls, and it's just like two people out there fighting in a weird way, just like, what is going on?
Oh man.
The things people make content on, it's just like idiocracy's coming, where it's all them weird shows where it's just like, what are we going to watch today? I don't know. It's either watch a guy get hurt or we're going to watch Tweaker Geographic.
Right. Hey, I've heard that before, Frank. Yeah, or I say before. Yeah, that's what they say here in Illinois. Knee high by the 4th of July for planting corn.
Yeah. That's
Get 3 cuts on hay down here. It's a good year down there. Up there, only once.
Mm. Yeah, down here you get some good cuts of hay if you don't cut it down, and then it rains on top of it. Just who knows what it does after that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it. I think we've all seen it. There's Sarah. Hey, great morning, Red Ember. Good to see you. How are you? Thank you for being here.
I'm guessing that channel must be something fairly new because I've never seen it before. And it's like, man, it's all over my face. I clicked on it once and it's just like now every short is just like how many videos does these people make? I'm like, it's probably like body cam footage though. You could just walk outside any day at any given time, come back with 24 videos you got to edit.
Right.
You know, you're like, oh, bro, I got a whole month's worth of work to do, and I'm going out again tomorrow. You know.
Yeah.
That's when you hire a social media manager, and you're just like, hey, I'm just gonna send you stuff, and they're gonna be like, oh, I didn't know it was gonna be that much stuff. Yeah, I know like right now I'm planting. It's a little late to start seeding. I didn't seed on garden at all this year. I have a couple of plants, but they're more like anytime you can plant them, like potatoes. I like to try to keep certain plants alive that don't normally survive during the wintertime. like lemongrass. I've got a lemongrass plant that's 2 years old.
Oh wow.
And it's like if the winter hits it, if they get below 30, like 40 something degrees, any kind of like really cold, like close to a frost, it kills the whole plant. They're normally just a summertime plant. But they keep away like rosemary. I like that having that. I bought that one as a little bitty plant. That thing is like a humongous bush. I'm pretty sure that thing's like you go to if you try to buy one the size of it in a nursery, you're probably spending like $80.
Hmm.
But they're good plants where you don't have to really tend to them. They keep away insects and certain bugs. You know, they're really good, beneficial. You can put them in food. You can make. You can do the whole hippie thing, or you can just let them grow, and they look. I like them. They're just neat little plants.
Heck yeah, man.
But I try to. If I am going to have something, I like to have it where it's got some kind of beneficial, some benefit to it. It's either got a supplement benefit or medicinal benefit of some sort.
Yeah, I bet you do there, Sarah. Well, that's weird. You see the chat on the screen? And then the chat on the.
I seen it like glitch. It looked like it
Yeah.
was just the same thing. Oh yeah, it's like stuck on the Discord part.
Yeah. That's weird. Always something, man.
Have a good one, Red Ember. Appreciate you stopping in.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Oh man, Sarah, I see stuff in my town. I'm just like, I wish I'd just ride around with a dash cam sometimes and just stop. But then, if you stop and point it at somebody for too long, they start chasing you. And like, there's one guy that walks around here, and it looks like I don't know if he's practicing for UFC or he's fighting somebody down the sidewalk all the time. It's just this guy's either practicing his kung fu nonstop throughout the day or something I can't see is running from him and he's whooping ass. I don't know what it is. And crossing the bridge, man. Just like if you're on the same sidewalk as him, just cross the street. Because like, man. Like he'll look at you, he'll take off, he'll go full Super Saiyan, like he's in part of Dragon Ball Z. He'll take his shirt off and just like you're like I don't know what's going on, bro. You got another guy. You're going down the road. He's carrying a milk crate in his hand, getting the farthest lane from the sidewalk as you can because he is going to chunk it across the street as soon as your car gets there. Because I don't know why he does it to random people. Then he runs out in the middle of traffic to grab it again and throws it at another car that just happens to be going down the same path as where he was walking to get it. And he's like, "You're in my way, car," and throws it at them. It's interesting. It's entertaining to a point, but then it's like, man, when you see it day in and day out, though, the same people, it starts to make you question things in the community you pass through.
For real. For sure. Hey, great morning, Daniel. Good to see you, brother. How are you?
Right, vacuuming the lawn and I got a push mower on top of the house. Just, I'm vacuuming the lawn and cutting the roof. What y'all doing today? I'm like, well, dude, I'm going to the VA to ask them for help because I don't know what I just watched.
For real.
I'm gonna make them watch it too and be like, is this normal?
Not even awake.
How does this make you feel? Which I have seen. I have seen a crackhead out in the middle of the woods and nowhere with a vacuum cleaner that's not plugged in, just out there. Just it was like, don't know what they're doing. Boys, but they're in a whole nother dimension.
Right.
like, man, I wonder if the DARE programs, remember DARE in school? Whenever they
Yeah.
started that, I bet you now they pop in, like, they just go do that, get on their phones and like screen share it and just start doom scrolling all these things of tweaker G graphics and be like, yo, you kids sure you want to try drugs in your life?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
watch
they
it,
got
watch a
bunch of new
few of
content, don't
them.
they?
Yeah, dude, if they would have had videos like that when I was 10 years old, bro, I would have been like, bro, I ain't touching nothing.
Right.
None of that looks fun, dude. None of it.
It's
It's
interesting for sure.
yeah. It seems to have calmed down though. I remember like 4 years ago. Well, it was bad, and like it didn't matter where he was saying. Like, it was a major city in some state. There was they all had like the very similar like problem with the. I don't even want to say it's a homeless problem. It was like people living on the streets, and then them allowing them to do what they were doing on the streets, and then they would just like kind of just let them have that as like free reign area. Like, what was it in Pennsylvania, Kensington Street? Because my nephew used to live up there in Pittsburgh, and Kensington Street was not far from where he lived at, and that was just like that. That was a constant YouTube footage just from that. The guy would just turn his camera and just drive in circles or through that street, and he'd have like 30 minutes of footage of just people just zombified. It looked like The Walking Dead, and like that stuff in L.A. and Chicago with all their stuff, and Oregon. You got
Yeah, they got some
places.
bad shit out there for sure.
And boy, they made New Orleans look like, hey, that ain't nothing. New Orleans looks easy compared. It's like, oh, y'all got. He's like, people started getting poop in the street, and it was like, bro, people have been doing that in New Orleans since like 1764.
Right.
I don't know about that far back, but I just assume New Orleans is. It's the swamp, man.
Hey, let's go, John. 27.9 miles for week 12.
Go. There you
That's
go.
awesome, brother. Hey,
Well, I bet you did a lot of walking out there on that on the weekend too. How many miles did you get just on the weekend out there?
right. Yeah, shout out John on that. Keep going, brother. You're doing great. My son heard you say tweaker.
There. Keep. Yeah, that was around the same time. I was like in the 80s. That's when I remember it coming around like really big when I was in elementary school. And I would say that was the reason why a lot of people that drifted into it was because they would bring it into class and be like, here's what it looks like. This is what that looks like. This is what this does. These cause these symptoms. And everybody's like, that sounds fun. That sounds like getting dizzy in the PE class and then getting hit in the head with the dodgeball. That was a kid's first experience in mind alteration, getting dizzy. It's like, hey, spin around real fast and tell me what it feels like.
Right.
And it just, but there definitely, I think during the 80s and 90s, it more created a curiosity in people than it did than create a warning. Maybe more a warning for the parents, but in certain younger generations at that time, I think the curiosity just spiked. But I do remember sometimes too being in class and the DARE officer say something and he shows something and be like, my mom and daddy got that. And they're like, what? Like they're fine. It's like you got a way for the children to rat out their parents during the process.
Right. Yeah. Oh, man. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. Go ahead and grab you a refill of your coffee, your energy drink, water, whatever you're using to get your little day started. Use the restroom, latrine, your head. We'll be right back. Whatever you call it, we'll be right back. This is Betting Man by Colt Montgomery.
Just a young man trying to make it in a life that's full of lies. One day given opportunity that puts stars in your eyes. Lord knows I dropped to my knees in the mud with tears in my eyes. Didn't know that I'd be fooled by the devil in disguise. I ain't no better man on a good day. I ain't gonna take a chance, not again. Ain't gonna roll the dice, flip a coin, pull a card, but I wish you the best, my friend. I ain't gonna reminisce about one day. I ain't gonna let it hurt, not again. The good Lord is still by my side, and I ain't no betting man. Now I see that the choices I made led me where I'm meant to be. Not looking for reward in the world, kingdom works what I wanna see. Even though this battle is raging, I know he'll clear my mind. I give him all my praises, he's always right on. I ain't no better man on a good day. I ain't gonna take a chance, not again. Ain't gonna roll the dice, flip a coin, pull a card, but I wish you the best, my friend. I ain't gonna reminisce about one day. I ain't gonna let it hurt, not again. The good Lord is still by my side, and I ain't no betting man. Chance, not again. Ain't gonna roll the dice, flip a coin, pull a card, but I wish you the best, my friend. I ain't gonna reminisce about one day. I ain't gonna let it hurt, not again. The good Lord is still by my side, and I ain't no betting man.
That's right. Good Lord is still by my side, and I ain't no betting man. Shout out Cole Montgomery. How y'all doing? Welcome back.
Welcome.
Welcome back. Throw that poll back up there for y'all. Make sure you get your votes in, guys.
Let's see. And touch back on the VA partial, I think it's called a VA partial claim program was launched. What I was talking about with the home foreclosures. It's like to help veteran homeowners avoid foreclosures. The VA officially rolled out the VA partial claim program authorized under the VA Home Loan Program Reform Act. If a veteran is facing a temporary financial setback and is at risk of defaulting on a VA-backed mortgage, the VA can step in and pay the missed mortgage amount to bring the loan current. And the assistant acts as a subordinate lien, a secondary mortgage that does not accrue interest and requires no monthly payments. It's only to be repaid when the home is sold, refinanced, or primary mortgage is paid off. It covers up to 25 to 30% of the unpaid principal and requires a 3-month trial payment plan to qualify. So on the Veterans Info tab this morning, that's the one I was telling you I was listening to. I'll put that in the Discord. with him explaining in detail how that works, because it's the VA pays for it, but you go through. I think whoever you get your mortgage through. He's used more better verbiage than I do, because he's reading He used to actually, like I said, what he was saying, he used to actually work for a lot of the claims portions of the VA. So this guy knows a lot more. It's like if you need to know something about recruiting. Hey, where's Brandon? I need some information on how recruiters do this. What information is somebody would want to know, But
How we doing, y'all?
I'm doing
good. What's up, brother?
What's going on? They just took her.
See, you was in here.
Yeah, they just took her back, so come outside for a few minutes.
Oh, nice.
All right. Well, good to see you, brother. Fabulous mornings.
Well, if the service will stay connected for you, so you won't freeze up.
Am I freezing up?
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah, she wasn't froze up in a weird face though. You was froze up in a pretty normal picture. So.
Yeah, go figure. Hospital Wi-Fi.
Right.
But yeah, so man, episode 150 is crazy. How's everybody doing?
Sure.
It is. Doing
Good.
great.
I'm testing to see how well my deodorant works. It says 72 hours it works, but they didn't test it in Louisiana.
Right. I don't think any of that deodorant stuff is Southern approved.
Yeah, Southern approved. That's the way they'd be like, is this Southern approved? What do you mean? What do you mean Southern approved? Well, I put it on. You stay 72 hours. I won't stink, but I promise you after 2 hours, you're going to smell me.
Right.
Shirt traits?
How you like it?
Oh, I love it, dude. Great, comfortable fitting shirt. Like you said, like that heavy cotton material. But it's nice.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got
you. Okay. Mine was messing up.
Oh.
How you like it?
brother.
How you like it?
Love
Cool.
it.
Cool. Nice. Yeah, I think I disconnected from the Wi-Fi there for a minute, but I'm back on it. So.
Got you. John said morning.
Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm trying to see the chat. It's hard to see on this phone. True. I need my bifocals.
Tell us how old you are without telling us how old you are.
Right. Who all's in the chat? John, Tucky, Sarah.
Sarah. Grissom was in there. I don't know if he's still in there.
Okay.
He was in earlier. Mayu was in.
Yeah, oh glory behind traits. That's right.
That's right. Yeah, did you guys see that back there? I don't even know where it's at now and here. I know it's back there.
Yeah, so bright.
Right?
The sun's reflecting off the white clouds.
He might have been
Just
talking
like,
about our screen, yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there it is. I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Got it. Oh, glory.
But yeah, I ain't gonna stay on too long in case they message or something. But I wanted to pop in for a minute and say hey to everybody. Appreciate the prayers and everything here at the beginning. I caught the very beginning there when I was in the chat, so I appreciate everybody.
Yeah, I didn't go into detail. Just
yeah. But it's just a little minor procedure she's having done, and hopefully we get some good information from it to know what's going on and causing some other things that's issues, but nothing major. But any procedure that they got to put you under for is a procedure. So
that's right. Yeah, thoughts and prayers. Attention to detail.
And this place is right by the airport too, so it's really noisy out here. So.
Oh, we don't hear nothing.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, I can barely hear y'all.
Yeah, that noise canceling works pretty good.
Right.
It works.
Too bad it doesn't work for my ears.
I know, right? It's
Right?
it's like the opposite, like hearing aids. Some hearing aids, I hear they work really well, but then some of them, I hear they work way too well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
It's
always
like,
had an issue with mine when I wore them. I could hear things I didn't want to hear and nothing that I needed to hear.
Right.
right, man. I could just see somebody
Another
making like
thing.
a little short reel going to the VA, getting them like, here, let's try out your new hearing aids. And they put them in and they're just like, what in the world, bro? And they're like, what happened? They'd be like, I can hear tomorrow.
Right?
It's like, man, can I get another pair? I think these are defective. Be like, oh, they work too well. Okay, let's
Right,
eject
right, right.
them.
I've heard they've come a long way with them though. So
Yeah, that's what I hear. I'm fortunate enough I don't have to have them, but man, I've seen people like Brad. You have hearing aids, don't you,
Yeah.
from the VA? Yeah. So I hear now that they have them to where they hook up to an app and you can adjust like things on it. It's like, I don't know. I hear it's like really
Yeah,
advanced now.
they're hard to get adjusted.
yeah, I had mine at the very beginning of the app when they first started doing some of the new technology with them, where you could adjust it for what you wanted to hear. You could leave your phone in a certain room and connect to it, and you could hear what was going on in that room and nothing else.
Oh
Or,
wow.
there's all
You just
kinds
have
of cool shit you
Bluetooth.
could do with it, but it was at the very beginning of that technology. So,
Wow,
Right.
dude,
A
that's
lot of
like
bugs.
through
Yeah.
your house. You have like little Bluetooth microphones everywhere, so they connect to
right,
that, so you can hear what's inside that room when you're in there, and be like, "But you connected?" I'm like, "Oh right, connected to room 3."
right. But anyways, like I said, I'm gonna hop off, y'all. So I'll shoot you guys an update later whenever I do catch it or get one. Uh, but I appreciate everybody for the prayers and thoughts and all that. And hopefully everything goes well. I'm sure it will. So, but with that, y'all make sure you guys stay chaotic, deviate from norm, make your own damn path. Who y'all?
Yes,
Love
sir.
y'all, man.
I love you, brother.
All right, catch y'all
Thank
next
you for
time.
popping in.
Love you, brother.
All right.
He said the plastic wrapper from the mints while at church are the loudest thing in the world while wearing my hearing aids. Yeah.
I just picture that. It's just like you're listening to it, and all of a sudden you just hear that really loud. You're just like, "Who's doing that? Who is doing that?" And it's somebody that's like completely on the other side. You're just like, you watch somebody put like a piece of candy in their mouth, like it was them. And then they crunch it. As soon as they crunch it, then you're like, I can hear them chewing it. Oh my god!
Oh my God.
You're wishing that you could just rewind the pastor to so you can like, I couldn't hear nothing you was saying because they'll do it over there 10 rows over was chewing,
Yeah,
and she was breathing too hard. I can't do this. Let's go.
right. Hey,
And
great
my
morning,
God,
Mark.
if somebody sneezes in the middle of it, you're just like, ah.
Right. Hey, good to see you, brother. How are you?
Good morning, Mark. Yeah, I can just picture that. Like if I see somebody do that in the middle of a quiet, so maybe like they must have hearing aids that are turned up too loud.
Oh yeah, make sure you get your votes in, guys. 1, 2, or 3 in the chat for the closing song. Right now, we are sitting at 6 votes: 3 for Shattered Pieces, 2 for Bravos, and 1 for Got a Message. Anybody got
I seen
anything they want to
Kentucky
talk
was
about
saying,
this morning?
what did Kentucky say earlier? I seen when I was talking about the VA loan. He says if you pass, then maybe his wife can stay in the house. I would imagine that there's something with the dependents that would still roll over if your house is being paid on a VA loan I mean, I don't know. I don't know how that works with the like with the survivors of a passing disabled vet. You know, if you have all this stuff through the VA, then does do the I don't know how I wonder how that I wonder how that actually works. Because I have a buddy in Tulsa, and I remember him getting something. He was showing he was like, I fought 10 years to get this, and he showed me a piece of paperwork, and I was like, I have no idea what I'm reading, and he explained it to me, and he says, no matter what, whenever he passes away, his wife and his children, they all have full-time benefits or whatever it was that he was showing me, so they all have access to everything he has when he leaves or when he passes, so they don't lose anything. You know, like they don't lose the benefits that he has. Like kind of like survivors of say if you're a wife and her husband passes away, he's on Social Security disability on Social Security, and you can start obtaining their Social Security from their passing and to a certain age, and then you can get like cuts off, and then even your dependents can also get some of that as well, and that's on the civilian side of it. So I'm pretty sure that there's something on the veteran side that allows your dependents or your wife to keep whatever it is that you've worked to get, because that would suck if you're like, oh well, we only had so much and the house was paid off, but then you passed away and all that changes. That's
Hey, glad you made it, Mark.
still
Right, right, Kentucky. There's pros and cons, brother.
oh
For
yeah.
sure.
I could just
Yeah.
imagine, like, if I had hearing aids, the way I hear people describe it, like how it just amplifies all sounds and not just the ones you want to hear. It's like I used to sit there in like the city and be like, "Oh, that's so noisy." I can imagine having hearing aids and being able to hear that amplified sound of the city.
Right.
Or because without hearing aids, I'm like, I'm like, is there any way to turn this down? I would love it if it would be like go to the city and just be like, "Boop. Oh, I don't hear it. Awesome." I'd probably enjoy the city a little bit more if I didn't hear all that noise in the city. But
Yeah. Take them off when you go there.
yeah,
Yeah,
but like when
concerts
you
and
go into the
crowds, man. That's
country,
my biggest problem.
oh yeah, because being out there in the in nature and like nothing but nature sounds. Boy, I bet you that's like it's like whenever that can drown out the tinnitus. I love it.
Right.
But when it's so quiet that all I hear is tinnitus, I'm just like, all right, I got to turn something on. Something's got to be played.
Hey, that's right, Mark. Happy Father's Day to all the dads in the world.
Cool.
Yeah, they definitely improve your quality of life, though, Kentucky. I know what you're talking about. For sure. And they do help manage the tinnitus ringing. It doesn't take it away completely, but it manages it. It's not as loud. I haven't heard person over a decade. I forgot. Right. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. I know my
It's like a
stepdad
whole
has
new
hearing
life.
loss because like there's certain like the coffee pot. The coffee pot has this certain particular tone, the beeping sound. My dog hates it. My dog's like, huh, huh, like thinks it's like a fire smoke alarm going off. But my stepdad will be like, you don't even hear it. He's like, let me know when the coffee pot goes off. And it'll go off right as he says it. I'm like, you didn't hear that? He's like, huh? Oh, it went off. Like, I'm like, you were right next to it, and it's loud, bro. It's like high. It's that high pitch sound though. But he was a pilot in the Air Force, so you just imagine the hearing loss that a pilot has, especially
Right.
from like the Vietnam era.
For sure.
I know he has hearing aids, but he doesn't wear them because of that thing too. Because like they're way too amplified. He's like when you're trying to watch a movie, even in the house, watching a movie, and you turn it up, he's like it's like having it. I guess it distorts all the sounds to a point. So he's just rather just turn everything up really loud and say huh
Yeah.
a lot.
To each their own.
Yeah, I mean it's whichever one's like which one like if it's not if it's affecting your mental health, you're naturally going to stay away from it.
Right.
At least naturally you normally would, unless something's like what do they call it, Stockholm syndrome, like something that's like forced you to put up with it and think it's normal. How many people have that?
No telling.
Yeah. Actually, just it'd be one of those rooms like if you were like you read the room, you ask a question like that, and be like and ask the like, all right, raise your hand if you don't know what that's like, and you see like 2 or 3 hands raise up, and be like, that's what I thought. Everybody knows what I'm talking about here.
Right.
At least the ones that can hear me, the ones with hearing issues, they're like, huh? Yeah, I imagine it's something like if you have the hearing aids, you put them in particular scenarios. It's not something like my glasses. It's like something I have. Like if I didn't have to wear my glasses all the time, I wouldn't. But I have to. I guess if you were like completely deaf, like like full blown deaf, like I guess the hearing aids would be like they wouldn't bother you because that extremely loud would not be loud to you because you can't hear anyway. You know.
Yeah.
Because I worked with a guy who was his speech was affected because he was so deaf. Like whenever they have like full blown hearing loss, like he was born that way though. But his speech, he had like I don't even know if it was a speech impediment or if it's just how it sounds like how whenever you're born without the ability to hear. This is like their speech techniques are a little different. Like you still understand them, but it's kind of like muffled in a way. It's almost like they speak to you in the way that they hear, kind of muffled. So
Right.
you have to pay attention to what they're saying too to understand what they're saying. But some of the most humble people you'll ever meet, though, like man,
They
it's
are.
probably I used to sit there and think I used to make jokes with him and be like, dude, the reason why you don't get mad at people when they say something to you is because you can't hear what they're saying. And he would be like, oh, quit messing with me. He was a good old boy.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, but that's like whenever you come close with somebody like that, or you can joke around with them like that. Because boy, when he just see me get mad, he'd be like, you know what? You wish you couldn't hear like me, so you wouldn't be getting mad like you do. I'm like,
Right.
you got a point there.
Yeah.
Oh, Daryl.
That's true. I'm good. I got better. I got better hearing after my last. Oh wow, Sarah. Hey,
Oh,
I
yeah,
saw that too, John. Yeah. My wife actually says that too. She can hear them, but it's only when they're close together. It's like a chirping noise, but
oh yeah, kind of like a feedback sound.
yeah.
Yeah, like a yeah,
Hey, great
yeah,
morning,
like when you
JD.
put
Good to see you. How are you?
good morning.
Got a kill deer beer. Huh. That's interesting, Frank.
Hmm.
Wow. Yeah, animals are something else, man. Just in general.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome how my kids get so excited when they see like a deer or a rabbit or squirrel. I mean, they just get so excited.
Right. Oh, dude. Yeah.
You know, you go to the store and spend $100 on them, they're excited for like 2 minutes, and then that's it, and they forget about it. But you show them a deer, they'll talk about it for the rest of the day. It makes no sense, does it?
Nature's more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The things that you get for free tend to last longer.
Yep. Like the
And
four-leaf clover thing, they love that, dude, and that didn't cost nothing. Literally go outside and pick it. You know, look for it and pick it. But they loved it.
right.
But you take them somewhere and spend your paycheck on them. Yeah, they don't. They don't appreciate that. It's weird, man.
Yeah. I never heard of a killdeer bird though.
I forget what they're called. I don't think it's called a killdeer bird. But it could be. I could be wrong.
Oh, there's so many different birds. Like tens of thousands different species of birds.
Right.
And how many different humans are there? I don't know, like 7. I mean, well, depending on what side of the weird fence you want to lean on, but I'm going to say 7 natural human different.
Right.
But like different bird species, it's just like, boy, like, could you imagine if there was like 10,000 different versions of a human? Like different, like 10,000 different races. That's what I think of, like species of birds is like different, like a different race of a bird, you know, like human races. It's like, or imagine if there being 10,000 different, species of human, like whole different, like in kind of like Star Wars, like each planet and type of thing. You would guess you'd call it aliens then, but imagine if it was not an alien thing. Oh, they look like little road runners. Yeah, they're called killdeer.
Yeah.
Like they look like little road runners down here. But they're like fluffy, like little baby chicks. I don't know how big they
Oh, it
get.
is called a killdeer.
Yeah. Well, this one looks kind of like a road runner, but then I don't know if we have those down here or
I was
not.
getting them confused with something else. Then I thought they was. I thought it was a bigger bird.
It looks about the size of like what a blue jay would get. I don't know, like nothing too big, just like the average size bird.
Yeah. Interesting. But yeah. Nature is free. We added cost to everything to control everything. Right. Right, Sarah. It's interesting.
Yeah.
You can actually
Now,
survive
speaking of
without all the
nature,
cost.
right?
It's how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to get out of the convenience lifestyle? That's the thing. You know, nobody wants to wait anymore. Everyone's impatient. You don't believe me? Go to Walmart. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Jesus. I know. I saw that. That's interesting, Frank, for sure. So I've been trying to tell people, man, you could get away from politics and just learn about nature and everything this world has to offer. Dude, you would be a lot better off for sure.
Yeah,
Because you would never run out of things to learn about.
right,
Things that actually matter. You know what I mean?
right. I don't know. I've learned like trying to like I don't know. I mean, I guess massive groups of people can have an effect on politics, but then my small little opinion on politics and how flustered I get and how much time off my life I take on worrying about something that's a giant machine that's in motion and me trying to stand in front of it and stop it with my bare hands is it's futile. It's almost a waste of my time because it's going to run me over while people get out of the way. And then and then they're going to watch somebody else get run over after I get run over. And people are going to be like, oh, I'm going to just get out of the way when somebody gets out there to get run over because it's a machine in motion that you cannot stop. So I don't, I don't know why stress over it so like strongly whenever it don't go your way because it's
Right.
going to go however it goes. And then if I go, pardon my French, act like a retard and go stand in front of something that's going to destroy me, whether or not, if I'm in front of it or not. I can either go on with my life and enjoy what I can, or I can stand here and yell at something, yell at an inanimate object. Let me yell at this light pole, see how well it goes. I'll end up on Tweaker's Geographic. I'm gonna sit there at a crosswalk yelling at the flashing light telling me to stop, and I'm like, no,
Right.
knife handed and everything, bro. Just see if I can see if I can become geographic famous without doing the substances. But I know that following too strong a see what's happening, but you can't change it. You know, I mean, it stopped. Honestly, it stops. To me, it stops at the vote. If you vote it and it doesn't happen, all you can do is wait and see what voted in happens. How that plays out.
Right.
That's why I stay out of the politics too, because it's a never ending cycle of back and forth, back and forth. The things that you wish would happen that never really happen the way that you wanted, and you got to just deal with it anyway. What was we saying in the Discord? It's just like how somebody was asking about like triggers and things like that. I think me and Traits was in there with them, and they was asking about triggers and like how to stop the triggers. And like you can't stop a trigger. You can only be prepared for what happens when the trigger gets pulled.
Right.
Like if
Right.
you can be aware of them, how these things you can see them happening. Like what I referred it to as a migraine. Whenever I start feeling a migraine, it starts as like a little small tension headache, and then it just gets worse and worse. If I don't catch it at the point I start feeling it, I'm getting a full blown migraine and I can't do anything. I can't see. I can't be in a room. I get nauseous. I'm throwing up. I'm laying in the bed, cover my head with a pillow. It's too hot. It's too cold. But if it's the same thing with the triggers, that's where before I knew what was triggering it. But I still don't even know what triggers it. I just know how to react to when that trigger gets pulled. And these are the things that I have to do, or before it's like a fuse getting lit. I know the fuse got lit, and before it reaches the dynamite end and blows up, I gotta cut the fuse off where I know it's not going to. Sometimes it's too late. Sometimes it happens a lot. It stops a lot sooner. It all depends, but you learn how to catch those triggers and pretty much adapt to it because there's unfortunately no stopping a lot of them.
Hey, that's awesome, Frank. Yeah, get him out there.
Oh yeah, dude.
Hey, do it, Sarah.
Yeah,
Talk about it. Go do it. And you
yeah.
don't know how? YouTube,
Oh
TikTok.
yeah. Get that algorithm going on
2026.
them
Yeah.
YouTube shorts on how to tie fishing knots. I promise you, you'll learn some knots. You'll be like, Boy Scouts is fun.
Yeah.
Tying knots and be like, what?
Yeah. He's
I've
not
learned some
lying. He's not
interesting
tying.
ways. Yeah, right. Then it's just yeah. I mean, it's when somebody what did I see somebody post one time? It's like fishing is the most relaxing, aggravating thing I've ever learned how to do.
Right.
It's like at the same time it's relaxing, but at the same time it's aggravating because when you get tangled up, you get hung up, you got to retie another hook on. I mean, if that happens nonstop, you're just like, I'm done. I'm done. But
Right.
during that process, you have released a lot of frustration and anger because, boy, them fishing poles can really take a beating. You
But you can
yank on them
apply
and yank
that
on
to
them and
life as
slap them.
well.
And
You can use
yeah.
that
But you
experience
also
to move
learn,
forward in
too,
life.
that spot you got hung up in, don't fish there no more because there's too much stuff to get hung up on. So you retie a knot and
Right.
then move to a different spot. That's the whole point of fishing is finding that spot where, I mean, I got 3 spots that I can go to and I know I can, as soon as I drop it, catch fish. And it's because I went through a lot of tying knots and losing hooks. And then you watch where other people are fishing too. They say it's still in somebody else's fishing spot, but they're fishing there for a reason because there's fish there. And they just don't. It's like until you buy this property and put private property on it, I'm fishing here. You could
Right.
just be upset. If I catch a lot, I'll share with you.
That's it.
You can fish here too. We can see who catches the fish first.
Hey, I get that. I get that, Sarah. But it's a virtue for sure. They say it. It's real. Patience is a
Yeah,
virtue.
yeah. Oh, it is. You ain't born with it. I'll say if you find one baby that come out the womb and they got smacked and they just looked at him and just shook their head at him like everybody come out aggravated, be like that hurt.
Yeah, just like that saying, good things come to those who wait.
Yes, sir.
All right, I give y'all a few more moments on that poll. Get your votes in, guys. 1, 2, or 3. Give y'all just a few more moments.
20 fish past week. Dang. 7-pound bass. Oh,
Oh, wow. Hey, yeah, that's awesome.
I say Kentucky is 7-pound bass. I was putting that youth fishing pole to its max. So it's probably what 8 to 10-pound test line, and the pole was probably rated for about the same.
Right.
It was probably like we
I'm
wouldn't
glad you
expect.
still got it.
That's like catching a 9-foot gar on a 14-foot pole.
Yeah.
It's like that's about it. To me, that's about it equivalent. It's like you want to know what it feels like to catch a 9-foot gar on a 14-foot pole. Get you a little Snoopy pole and catch you a 7 to 10 pound fish off of that. Well, I bet you that was a fun fight though. What?
I bet. Hey, look like it's going to be Shattered Pieces by Double A.
Oh. There we go. see. About 20 fish though. Were they all bass? That's my question.
Right. Yeah, 20's good though. That's awesome.
Yeah. I've been wanting to get in my kayak with just my bass pole and just go find places and just like paddle up to a spot and then just sit there and just cast like 10, 20 times, don't catch nothing, then I'll just move to another spot. I'm pretty sure I think Bulow Lake stocked it with a bunch of Florida bass. And that's a small lake to where I could spend a nice little day paddling around the whole lake. I might be able to put eyes on a couple of alligators too. Somebody tried to tell someone that there wasn't no alligators in Bulow Lake, and I was like, "Bro, are you in Louisiana? There's alligators everywhere. The water. If you see a body of water, there's probably an alligator of some size, from the smallest to the biggest, in there." Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I want to go catch a bunch of bluegill, and then I want to go. I want to use them to catch me one of those monster catfish.
Right.
I was watching a video yesterday where they caught a 40-pound catfish on a pole. I was like, oh man, I'm pretty sure we got a 400-pound. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got a 400-pound catfish somewhere in the Red River down here.
Oh, I'm sure. Gotta be some.
Yeah, 40-pound. Yeah, it was a big old flathead catfish. They call it it was like 38 something, but they just rounded up to 40 pounds. I mean, because if I hand you 38 pounds and 40 pounds, you're really going to be able to tell the difference.
I doubt it.
Yeah, and then watching people like one guy tried catching gar. Oh, he caught one that was like 8 feet long. Like the mouth is so big, he could put it. It could, like, if it clamped down on his head, he'd be done. Yeah. But it's crazy though. Fish that big aren't predators of people.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Like, I think there's more that the amount of alligator gar attack. There's not even any attacks. There's like people that have been like bitten, but nobody's actually been like grabbed, pulled under, like what an alligator would do. Let's see. That's just got me curious. There are 0 confirmed attacks of humans by alligator gar. This is the yearly annual statistics. So how many alligator gar attacks are there yearly? 0.
0.
Literally 0, bro. It's like cannabis deaths. How many cannabis OD deaths are there? 0.
Yeah,
Occasional injuries do happen, but they're rare and only occur when anglers attempt to handle the caught. So it's like as you're trying to unhook it, handle it, it wraps around and it kind of bites you, or you get caught because they got razor sharp teeth and their mouth is like 2 feet long. So it's like accidental, like, injuries that happen, but there's zero attacks. Like you can literally get in the water with them, hug them while they swim off with you. So
Yeah.
crazy because I watched the guy do that, and he's like, "Bye, buddy," and he's like he's like, "Oh, I can't." He's holding on to the tail as it's literally pulling him along, and he's just like, "Oh, that's so much fun." Like people think you're crazy, but they don't. If they were going to attack, he would have definitely been on camera being attacked out of the many times that he's caught gar, alligator gar specifically. Yeah, with all this rain, I think I'm gonna plan on going fishing sometime this week,
Yeah. Go test your luck, huh?
or just paddle around on top of the water. I mean, but it's still saying isolated thunderstorms and stuff. See, that's the one thing you don't want is like being on the water on a kayak and be like, oh, it's gonna take me 10 minutes to get across this water, and then pow, pow, lightning strikes, and you're just like, yay! You want to see how fast I can paddle, boy? Reawakened shoulder injury activated, bro. Paddle as fast as you can. Shoulder pops out of place. Keep paddling. Lightning strikes. It hurts.
Yeah.
It's one of them times where it's like, okay, this hurts, but what would hurt worse? As you look at the sky.
This one fish had a bad hook and killed a fish he caught. He apologized, buried it, and said a prayer for the fish. Oh, that's
Oh,
sweet.
man.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, kids can be the sweetest, especially when things like that happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to do a lot of. I like to release them most of the time when I'm fishing, unless I'm actually out there fishing, which I'm very rarely out there fishing for, like, stock in the freezer. But if I was, I'm like, if it's big enough to keep, try to preserve it one way or another. Put it back in the ground, let it turn back to nature, or feed my belly.
Yeah, that's right.
And like I was watching one yesterday, the guy with the flatheads. There was, he normally catches because they're so big. It's like when they're that big, you want them to, they're gonna survive to like lay a lot of eggs. So they're like the repopulation size fish. They got the eat it. They got the size that you throw back because they're too small, and then you got the eating size that's perfect, and then you got the ones that are reproducers. But every once in a while, they get hooked bad, and you're just like, well, there's two things you can do with it: let nature have it back, or feed yourself. And then the fish they got was so big, boy, they fed like 5 people with that one fish. So
Mm.
it's like when I went gar fishing, it was like gar, like, if you don't hook them right, they gut hook and then they die anyway. So it's like if you catch a gar, it's like you can either just let it float around to something else eats it, or you end up eating it yourself.
Right.
And if you're going to be like a good hunter and gatherer, you always think, it's like giving thanks to whatever it is that provided you a meal. It's like instead of wasting it, you're showing thanks to it and showing it not to go to waste. And put it in the ground too. It's like, hey, that turns into fertilizer, so you're actually feeding more nature with it. So
Right. Yeah, it's a good way of looking at it. I'm ready when you are, Double A.
all right, Oh, well, everybody, I'm Double A, and that wraps it up for today's edition of the F.O.B. We appreciate every single one of you and hanging out in the chat and locking in with us this morning. Remember, this week means blank slate, and it does not mean a slow start. Just take the ground in front of you today. Be the leader of the people you need. Stay sharp, and don't let up. We're stepping out with the F.O.B, and we're heading out this week. We're going to go out there and execute until tomorrow at 0800 Central. We'll regroup, resupply, and recalibrate. And I'm Double A, and I'm out. Love y'all.
Yes, sir. Who I love you, brother. All right, guys, we appreciate each and every one of y'all being here with us on episode 150, 150. It's great, man. It's awesome. March on Monday. I love this thing. Love what we're growing here. Love that we get to be here for y'all. You know, we're here for those in the struggle. But real quick, if y'all haven't already. Oh, and we're going to go do stretching with the crew for 22 in Discord right after this. So y'all come over there. I'll lead y'all in a quick little stretch routine, followed by a blood pumper. Get your little day going. And real quick, if you haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button or like that smash button. We appreciate all the love and support over here on the F.O.B, the Forward Operating Broadcast, where we regroup, resupply, and recalibrate every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Central, 9 a.m. Eastern, to better equip you to continue your mission, or Charlie Mike. Remember, you do matter, you are enough, and you are loved. If you're struggling, don't be afraid to reach out to any of us on this panel, or hop in that Discord, or if you think you know someone who's struggling, don't be afraid to reach out to them. Whether that be a text message, a voice text, phone call, video call, FaceTime, however you need to get a hold of them to let them know you're thinking about them, because you never know who it might help. Like Trait says, save that one. And I want to leave y'all with a little motivation. Today is your opportunity to shine. Push harder than your excuses. Stay hungry for success. Small wins lead to big victories. Keep moving forward. Make today your masterpiece. Success favors the disciplined. Don't wait for opportunity. Create it. Stay committed to your vision and be stronger than your doubts. Y'all stay motivated. Stay hydrated. March on. Make a hole. Push on through this marvelous Monday. Hook.
Cool.
Love y'all. Let's pray. Dear Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for waking us up again this morning, Lord. Another beautiful, blessed day. Continue to lead, guide, and protect us, Lord. Give us strength, courage, and perseverance to get through our best days, Lord, and to get through our worst days, Lord. Thank you for everyone on the panel. Thank you for everyone in the chat. Thank you for the F.O.B fam and everything we've grown here, Lord. We have to give you the praise and the glory because we definitely couldn't have done it without you. And we are grateful for this opportunity to be a light for those in the dark, those in the struggle, Lord. Just be there for those that need us and need you and just need someone there with them as they walk their own journey, Lord. We can be the light for those. We can hold the ladder in the hole. We can jump down in the hole, get them out, Lord. It's all about helping each other and loving each other and being kind to one another, Lord, which you put us on this earth to do. Lord, anyone traveling, please keep them safe. Anyone sick or hurting, I pray that you would heal them accordingly. Any food we have today will be a nourishment to our bodies for your service. Lord, calm everyone's anxieties. Help them to overcome their fears. Lord, just help them to get moving and get going in the right direction. I ask all these things in Jesus' precious holy name. Amen.
Man.
Love y'all.
Shattered to pieces on the floor. I don't wanna break apart no more. I'm picking them up one by one, 'cause this new life has just begun.
bottles, they line the walls. This lonely soldier after long hard falls. My heart's a wreck, it's a broken mess. Oh Lord, please, not another test. 'Cause these shadows following close are from the part of me that keep me cold. Shattered to pieces on the floor, I don't wanna break apart no more. I'm picking them up one by one, 'cause this new life has just begun. Loved ones gone like the summer rain, leaving behind that bitter pain. Relationships are twisted and torn. In the strangest way, I'm reborn. Faith a glimmer in the dark night, guiding me back up towards the light. I think it's time I started to climb. These shattered pieces on the floor, I ain't gonna break apart no more. I'm picking them up until I'm done, 'cause this new life has just begun. Faith a flicker in the dark night, guiding me back up towards the light. I think it's time I started to climb. I keep reaching for the sky. At some point, I knew I'd have to try. Shattered pieces on the floor, I ain't gonna break apart no more. I'm picking them up one by one, 'cause this new life has just begun.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
They will not break our country's strength. They will not take our nation's freedom.